the year of return is in full swing, and the government tells us we have already made 1.9 billion US dollars from it. But where's that money? Is the tourism sector feeling it? Well, the Car Rental Association of Ghana has their own views on this. Their president joins me now, Seth Ocran of Yoks Rent-A-Car, to discuss the year of return and Ghana tourism as a whole. Are we getting it all wrong? Or perhaps we're on the right path? Seth, very nice to see you. Thank you very much for making the time.
Pleasure being here.
So, for many of us, this will be the first time hearing of the Car Rental Association of Ghana. Tell us a bit about the association and what you do.
Thank you very much, and let me say good afternoon to your viewers and also to all members of the association. Car Rental Association of Ghana, I can go back in the 50s when then Ambassador Hotel, Continental and Star Hotel, it was then called the car hire, started by John Bartholomew, you know, and we improved to today. And far back to then, it was individuals doing their own things in the hotels. And fast forward, in 1998, a group of, that is Mr. James Owusu-Bonso, David Aneni, and thought it wise to bring all of us together as an association. So we can say from then, it has been 20 years since the Car Rental Association of Ghana was established. And we have done a lot in terms of tourism, in terms of providing transportation services to corporate Ghana, tourism, individuals, and so forth and so forth. Because, Kojo, you'll agree with me that our urban transport system, it is not where it's supposed to be now. So we come in handy, and our tagline is we drive tourism. Because no tourists visit all these sites and conferences, conventions, and all that. Car Rental Association of Ghana members provide these transport services for it. So currently, I would say the good standing members, paid up members, we have about 45, but the list goes on, you know. And we create permanent job we contribute to the economy by giving permanent job, because we have permanent workers that we pay their social security, pay PAYE and all that. And not only that, we also contribute to corporate social responsibility and so many things. So the Car Rental Association of Ghana actually drives tourism in Ghana.
Wow. How many permanent jobs do you estimate that the association is creating at the moment?
We can talk about 3 to, I don't have the actual data, but we can talk about 3,000, 5,000 direct jobs.
Yeah, that's impressive. Now, the year of return was much touted. Everybody got excited about it, and we're in the middle of it right now. Even the traffic tells us that something different is happening this year. But is the Car Rental Association feeling these dividends, this 1.9 billion that we hear of? You know, are you seeing your share of it?
Yes. Let me say this, that personally, and also as the president of the Car Rental Association of Ghana, I think the year of return has been very successful. Kojo, if you look at inflow of our brothers and sisters from the diaspora, I was in London not long ago, about a month ago, and I went to a shop to get a local chip. When I said, you know, they engage, I'm from Ghana, oh, your return, Afro Chela, Afro Nation. You know, people are talking, and these are white, talking about it, you know, even in London. So you can imagine in America. And here, on our street, the hotels, Airbnbs, restaurants, car rentals, of course, everyone is getting something. It's being success. What I can say is that it also depends on how you package your business. Because most of these people are technologically advanced, so they go on their phone, they go online, and they want to see what restaurant to go before even they touch down, what kind of car rental service to use, what kind of hotel and all that. So they do all these bookings online before. So if your business is not positioned, packaged well within that, you may be a bit silent. But I can also tell you that they are patronizing the local dishes, the local foods. So from where I sit, I don't have figures to support the date to say yes or no, but I can tell you it's been successful.
Wonderful. Now, I mean, you drive tourism, as your tagline says. So, do you feel that for those who organized this year of return, did they consult with your association? Did they work in tandem with you? Did they make plans together with you? Are you doing anything as a sort of a unified group to support this year of return?
No. Now we say no, because we believe that if you look at Ghana Tourism Federation, which is the private sector, the umbrella that lead the private sector, as far as tourism is concerned, comprising hotels, car rental, restaurants, and all those things, their involvement is minimal, and I don't know why. I think we can do better. And from my point of view, year of return shouldn't be a 9-day wonder, 1 year stuff. We should have plan. So I believe they will engage, they will invite us for us to contribute, because if we are our brothers and sisters 400 years and we're asking them to come back home, we should give them where to stay. I'm expecting that even a whole estate, a land should be acquired somewhere. The difficulty sometimes getting these things. So government can use instruments so individuals can buy these properties, our brothers from diaspora, and develop it. So doing, they are contributing to the economy, because mason will wear, carpenter, and all those kind of things. So I think if the private sector is involved, we can come out with better packages beyond what is happening this year. What is happening this year is good. I think it's awareness creation, it's selling Ghana and all that. So it's a positive thing, but I think the practicalities, the private sector, which is the business people, should be involved, and that we can get a very good package for our brothers and sisters.
Now, you would probably say that your competitor, your competitors as car rental associations would be the new boys, the Ubers and the Yangos and Bolt and all of those people. How is car rental positioning itself to compete with these new disruptors?
Yeah, it's a very, very good question. We are ready. And I think the world is moving from what we used to know. Those days, people will walk into your office and rent a car. It isn't the case now. So this Uber concept is up. It's a technology. You go up. It's convenient. Yeah. It's convenient, and individuals that have their private cars are able to make some money and all that. So you can't really stop them. All we are saying is that the playing field should be equal. Are they paying the relevant taxes that we pay, or because our law says that if you provide services to someone, you must withhold 7.5% and pay to government and give that person the certificate to pay his tax. What we are asking now is that Uber take 25% from the car owners or the drivers, you can put it. The 75% that goes to the individual, are they withholding tax on that? That is the question we're asking. Who regulates Uber? That is the second one. The law says, the Transport Act says that before you operate commercial, you either a taxi, give a description how taxi should look like, and car rentals, how it should look like. It should be regulated by Ghana Tourism Authority for the car rental. Uber doesn't fall within this. So we have issue there that it should be, if I'm charging 17.5 VAT on my services, and somebody is not doing that, automatically it made my prices unattractive. So we want equal playing field. As for the technology, as for competition, we are not afraid of competition. But once we have equal playing field, and we should be mindful not to killing the Ghanaian. Recently, you hear Guta talking about what is reserved for Ghanaians, right? Fine. Car rental, I believe, is one of such things. So if foreigners are coming with app and all that, we are fine. But let's regulate them. Let's know under which authority they are operating. Then we get level playing field to compete with. So these are the two main things we want Ghana Revenue Authority to answer.
This is fascinating stuff. Something that bears thinking about. So let's look to the future. Clearly, you are positioned in a very unique place. You physically encounter these tourists when they come, whether they come from abroad or come from other parts of this country. You encounter them, you move them around, you have the opportunity to build a relationship with them. What role can the Car Rental Association of Ghana play in boosting and enhancing Ghana's tourism in the years to come?
Thank you very much. The idea of establishing the 1% tourism levy, which we pay to Ghana Tourism Authority, was a wonderful one. And the whole idea is to get money to support promotion, training, and education and all that. Currently, we are not seeing anything, you know. Like you said, if you look at the chain, at Yoks, I call them operational assistants, which is the drivers. They spend more hours with the tourists than any other person. They spend, assuming they are traveling to Kumasi, Cape Coast, and all these things, they spend hours in the car and engaging them. How well have we trained them? And the individual companies, there's a limit in which we can go because we have a high turnover. You train and somebody poach them. You train and they poach. But I believe if there's 1% tourism levy, we are given portion of that, or a proper training is organized for these drivers, and basically, this can sell Ghana because they spend more time with the tourists than anybody else. So I don't see why we are not focusing on them, and attention is somewhere else. So I believe strongly that going forward, in South Africa, in London, Black Cap, they will tell you about the country within 5 minutes, where you have to go, what you need to know, the economy and all that. Is it the same here? No. Ghana stands a better chance to boost tourism. And tourism is one sector that permeates every sector of the economy. We have health tourism, family reunion, cultural, historic, name them, educational tourism. Not long ago, we have a lot of people from Nigeria that patronize our universities here.
Yes.
It's tourism, it's a form of tourism. People are movement, and so forth and so forth. So I believe it have a great future, and it's the only thing that put money into the ordinary person's pocket. You go to Art Center, you go to the chop bar somewhere, you know, you're leaving money there, and it's great. So I think government should focus more on that. When you look at some of the roads that leads to the tourist site, washroom, it's like punishment, you know, not proper restaurants, not proper, and if government can give tax holidays for the private sector, individuals can take up some of this site and develop it, so therefore it become win-win. And that one challenge that we always talk about, the private sector, the foreign investment and all that, but ignoring what the Ghanaians are doing. We are the champion, we should take control of our economy. And we can only do that if government empowers us by policies and deliberate effort to support our operations. You know, we're paying a whole lot of area of taxes. Like I was telling you, Uber is here, I don't know, but really, there's a whole lot of pressure. So it looks like the perception is like we are not interested to build Belgians and Dangotes and what have you in Ghana. But I can tell you there are a lot of industrious individuals, Ghanaians, that if government will make that deliberate effort to support them, especially area of tourism, we will go far as a country.
You paint an exciting picture of the future of tourism. Thank you so much for making the time to be with us. Seth Ocran is the president of the Car Rental Association of Ghana, talking to us about the year of return and beyond.